Travel like a dawn, I'm a traveling man. LAX, out to Baltimore, they landing in France. Raising shows out in Germany, Nepal, and Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the local pass, homie, I ain't walking there. No,
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that through more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Black 40. Hut, hut.
Love fires that quickly outside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's Love. A quick hitter complete. It's Reed. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time.
It's a gain of 33. That's another.
Black ultra.
First down.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find his man, Kraft. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Down. Rail 50. Green. Field black. Touchdown.
To the air again. Love. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
10. Blue stripe 45. White.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
13 yards. And it's 40.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Spike 60. Spike blue. Spike white. Hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
Musgrave's got it out right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Luke Musgrave, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Hurts fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got him aware.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Six claws red. Check view. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
62, 6, 11, 10.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 81 yards. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pushes him over. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Blue strikers. Ready?
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up the touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They're going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
180.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready, set. 180.
They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
52, ready?
Firing quickly out wide is Love. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Here we go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Nice little juke. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Truman.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Blue strikers. 10 black. Ready.
Now Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Fit black ultra. Drill green. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Very set. Anyone?
Barkley inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No touch. No touch.
They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Love fires that quickly outside. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Blaster, stay, set, hut.
Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They're going to look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Hey, 73, 70.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 39 yards. And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
It's a gain of 53 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this win was impressive, Charles.